Christmas and happy holidays. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited for this weekend because I'm going to start decorating my house for the holidays and I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas to celebrate. I am going to start in the kitchen and specifically here where I keep my coffee mugs. We had a bit of a tragedy with my Christmas decor that I'll talk about in a little bit, but we're gonna have to get a little bit creative and maybe go shopping. But I'm gonna show you the mugs that I have and I'm going to set them up behind me. So this is my coffee and tea station. This is where I make my coffee every morning. I have my coffee pot. She's so tiny and so cute, but the perfect size for one person because I'm the only one that drinks coffee in my house. I also have an electric kettle here for making tea. So I'm gonna show you the mugs that I have. I just got them out of my cabinet. This is the first one. This is probably my favorite just because I really like the shape and size of it. Okay, here's my Christmas mug collection. This one was a gift. It says, "Hey Gorgeous." If you have a popular breed of dog, people love getting you gifts with that dog on it. And I think it's so cute. This one I love, although you can't put this one in the microwave. Not microwave safe, and I did that before on accident. It has the gold like foil on it and it started flashing in the microwave like it was gonna catch on fire. And then I have this one. This one I've had for years and years. White and red with a little gingerbread man. And then this I got last year as a gift. It has candy canes on it. So now I'm gonna put them up here behind me and that will be my first Christmas decor in the house this year. I swear, like 75% of my life is spent doing laundry, but this is exciting laundry because I washed all of my Christmas and holiday clothes and pajamas. So I'm going to fold them and put them away so they can start being worn. The pajama set I'm wearing right now is from TJ Maxx, but it's Kate Spade and it's black with these little white bows all over it and it's so cute and so comfy. That's what I'll be wearing for probably the majority of this video because I don't feel like getting dressed today. These are pajama pants with my dog's face on them and she's wearing a Santa hat. To be honest, these are horrible, horrible quality pants, but I can't get rid of them. Have a Merry Swiftmas, everybody. I should be listening to Life of a Showgirl right now. I've been listening to Red recently and it's making me emo. Let's talk about the Christmas decor disaster of 2025 that happened to me last weekend. So as you know, I put all of my fall decor away last weekend and I keep all of my seasonal items and decor in our shed. We don't have a lot of storage in our house for larger items. We do have a very raised bed and I have so much stuff under there, so I don't have anywhere else to keep my decor except outside in the shed. So I went to put away all of my fall decor and one of the storage boxes that I have my Christmas decor in is clear. And I looked in there and I saw my stockings that I had last year and they were completely moldy. So I started panicking and I thought that everything in my shed was going to be moldy. I thought maybe there was like just moisture in the shed from the temperature fluctuation or something like that. So I started panicking and I was already kind of in a bad mood that day. So I was very emotional. I took all of the boxes with my Christmas decor out of the shed and put it in my yard, put rubber gloves on and looked in the boxes. So my Christmas tree is fine. We just got a new Christmas tree last year, an artificial one from Target when they were on sale. So I'm very happy that that is fine. All of my Christmas tree decorations are fine. And then I looked in the clear storage bin where I saw the moldy stockings and I went through that and so many things had mold. A lot of the things that had mold were my favorite pieces, which sucks, and they were not things that you can just clean mold off of. And then I got to the bottom of the storage container and opened something up that was wrapped in bubble wrap, and it was my New York City snow globe. The snow globe broke and got a bunch of things wet and caused everything to be moldy. There were some things on the other side of the bin that I was able to keep and just clean off because they were either glass or like ceramic things. One of them being this really cute vintage tapered candle holder that says Noel. I was able to salvage that, which I was really happy about, and I was bringing everything in my house that was not moldy, and I dropped it and it shattered into pieces, and that's when I crashed out. I was so sad. I started crying because I just had to throw away so many of my favorite things, and then I was really happy that I was able to salvage a few things from that box, and then I dropped it and shattered it, so that was very sad. I need to be grateful because I do have a lot of Christmas decor still that were in other boxes. I really want to have a crafty Christmas and make some things, and then maybe thrift a few pieces of decor, especially things to hang in the kitchen, because a lot of those things I had to throw away, but they're just things. It doesn't really matter that much. I think I was just having a very emotional day, and then that happened. I'm going to now take inventory of the things that I do have and maybe make a list of things that I want to try and find or make. Let's go do that. Okay, so I have a bunch of boxes here. I have a small Christmas tree that I want to put upstairs in my room. It's 3 feet. And then I have a big Christmas tree that is 6.5 feet. This needs to be put away. I have this set of 3 little Christmas trees. This is the only thing I bought this year so far. I got it at a thrift store. It was $1.99. And this will replace my Noel tapered candle holder. This is probably not a good background to show you because, like, can you see it? I have this little bell hanging thing. This is my favorite thing. I got this at like a little antique vendor type event, and the person made these. A little tiny wreath that you can either hang or set on a table and put a candle in. This my grandma gave me this year because she moved, and you hang it on a doorknob. Really cute. Snowflakes. What's in here? This is a cute little tin from the dollar store. It has, this also hangs on a doorknob. And then I have these little LED lights that are snowflakes. This I got last year. It's a sparkly wreath. It's so pretty. And then in this bin, let's see what I have. I have a little Santa nightlight. I don't have a fireplace or a mantle, so on my TV stand, I put these little things to hang stockings. I have 2 of those, and then a little Santa one for Ivy and her stocking, because of course Santa comes for her as well, because she's a very good girl sometimes. This is from the dollar store. It's a little candle holder. I have some decorative candles. This one says peace, and this one's just a little snowflake. And then the rest of the things in this bin are Christmas tree ornaments. So that's pretty much all I have for Christmas decor. It's not much. I do want to get my Christmas candles out. So I keep all of my candles in the bottom of my bookshelf, and I have them organized by season. So I need to put these away because these are autumn candles. I have these 2 frosted woodland pine and Alpine Evergreen. This one was a gift last year, sugared snickerdoodle. I have this cookie spice and frosted wild pine. Yum. I love the smell of Christmas trees. So we have a few things to start decorating with. So we'll see how far we get and then decide if we need to maybe look for some other things. Now I do have to make a big decision in the living room because this bookshelf is where our Christmas tree went last year. It's in a corner by the front door. We don't use the front door. I like actually being able to see my wreath, and I want to enjoy my wreath. So that's why I put it on this side of the door. So for the Christmas tree, I don't know where to put it this year. I could move my bookshelf, but I don't know where I would move it. I'm gonna do my first craft for decor, and I'm excited about this one because I think it's gonna be really cute. So I have this frame. It was in storage, and what I'm gonna do is take this really cute gift bag that was literally $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. It's so cute. It's like Nutcracker themed, and it's kind of foiled. It's so pretty. I'm going to cut this and just put it in the frame and make my own little print. I'm gonna cut the top off where the ribbon is. And then I'm gonna cut along the fold. Cute. I love it so much. That's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna do a little haul. I went to a little antique store yesterday and I got two things. This is what I got. I love this little guy. He's just a really tall Santa with like patches all over his suit, and he's holding like a little Christmas tree. I got that, and then I got this metal Christmas tree. It's white and kind of like rustic feeling. And I put this in my kitchen on my coffee cart, and I think it looks really cute. Today I did go to a store to pick some things up. Since I lost a lot of my decor, I really want to only buy things that I really love and not just buy a bunch of things because I want to fill up space. So I did need stockings. My boyfriend and I picked out our stockings, and then I picked one out for Ivy. So this is what we chose. I went with this green cable knit stocking with these two little pom-poms. And then he picked this one, Santa, and it has a little bell on it. And then for Ivy, I got her this one. It also has bells, and it's in the shape of a bone with a big green bow, and it's really cute. And I think all three of these will look really nice hanging next to each other. And then I did get one piece of decor. It is this little wall hanging. I had something super similar to this that I had to throw away, but this is so cute, and I'm going to put this in my kitchen. And then I got a few crafting things. So yesterday I made a very short paper chain and I want to hang little things off of it. So I got these star stickers and I got these little sparkly reindeer. And I'm gonna attach them to a string and hang them off of the paper chain. I got clear mini hooks to attach the garland. And then I got a refill of this glue runner. This is my favorite thing ever. It comes in handy so often. And instead of just buying a bunch of these, I got the 8-pack of refills. And then I did get one of these paper cutters because I want to make some more paper chains with leftover wrapping paper that I have. And this is just going to be so much easier than cutting each strip with scissors. So that's what I picked up. Not too much stuff. There was a lot of cute decor items that I wanted, but I knew I didn't need, so I left them behind. It's still not even December, so I don't have to worry about like getting every single item and filling my space with decor because I still do have a lot of time. So now I'm going to decorate the Christmas tree. Some of these ornaments are from my parents' house. They were put like on my childhood tree growing up, and my mom gave them to me to start putting on my own tree, like the Care Bear one, and some of these little angels, like these two little angels, and then some of them I just bought over the years. Either my dad or my uncle, I think, painted this one to look like Ivy, because the original one is just a tan and white corgi, but Ivy's tri-colored. So they painted that. That's so sweet. It's time to get crafty. I have not used a hot glue gun in probably 15 years, so I'm a little nervous, but I made this long paper chain out of leftover wrapping paper that I had from last year. I really don't want to buy a bunch of supplies because I have some leftover wrapping paper, some leftover ribbon, and I want to use what I have. I did buy a few little things like the reindeer and the stars to attach to the paper chain. So the stars are stickers, but some of them fell off. So I think I'm going to hot glue them together. I have the long paper chain, and then I attached some ribbon to the paper chain and then the stars. And I'm gonna put this above my couch, and I think it's gonna look really cute. Ugh, there's nothing worse than the hot glue strings. They're so annoying. Okay, the ones that feel like super secure, I'm just gonna leave them. I do know one fell off, so I'm gonna have to attach another one to that. Okay, so I have 3 ribbons with stars. So now I'm gonna add 2 really long ones to the edges and then 2 small ones around the middle. So I'm gonna get my ribbon, and it has to be much longer than this one. So let's measure. So I'd say double that at least. Don't fall. Oh god. That seems dangerous. So I need 2 of these long ones. And then for the short ones, I'm gonna use this little leftover ribbon. I'm just gonna cut it in half. And I think on the super short ones, I'm gonna put a little reindeer on the end. And then on the long ones, I'll do the stars. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go right here. I'm gonna put some glue on this to hold it onto the paper. And then do the same thing on the other side. So the reindeer have been attached. So now I'm gonna attach the long ribbons to both sides. Also, I tied a ribbon to each side and hung up those little clear hooks. I'll have to show you at night because you can't really tell, but I think it's really cute. Okay, for the next craft, I had a few leftover ribbons from last year's wrapping, and I tied them into little bows, and I actually did try and glue them together, but it didn't stay. So I'm gonna have to hot glue them, and I'm gonna make a little bow chain. I'm not obsessed with all of these ribbons, but it's just what I had, so that's fine. I'm trying to not overconsume this holiday season, so I'm making things out of what I already have. So I have 3 different kinds of ribbon. So I'm going to arrange these. Now I'm just gonna hot glue them together. So if you watched my last videos, I was trying to thrift something that was kind of more fit for like the fall winter months, because the frame has a picture in it that is very like spring themed, but I'm just gonna decorate it for Christmas and continue to search for something to replace that piece of art, but I'm not gonna go crazy and just buy something that I don't love. So I'm just gonna decorate it with some bows, and that will make it more Christmassy. Okay, this is hard to show because there's a glare from the window, but I put a little wall hanging up on this shelf, and then I put the little bow garland on top of this picture, and it could have been longer to go all the way from edge to edge, but I ran out of ribbon, so I feel like it still looks pretty cute. And it adds a nice Christmassy touch to a very spring art piece. So I think the last craft I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to take this bag that I'm pretty sure is also from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut the little diamond shapes out and then maybe put them on a string and hang them somewhere. I think that will look really cute. So I'm gonna cut this bag down the sides. And this bag also has really cute sides that I'll use as strips for a paper chain probably. I'm gonna use my paper cutter to cut the little diamond shapes out.